Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is
Here to drag out horse.
No, he is uneducated, and when I bring it up, he goes, "What's that? Who cares?" What do you care about?
Me?
Sure.
I care about the ocean.
Okay, what are you doing about it?
And I go and I wave to it whenever I can, and I say, "I love you," and then I walk away.
But you
And I always pick up my trash at the beach.
That's so important.
I'm killing it.
Are you
Yeah.
ocean or earth girl? Where are you more connected? In the water
Oof.
or land?
I mean, I would say ocean, but considering everything that's happened lately, I feel like I want to stay on the ground.
No, it's more of a spiritual thing. You can't choose. You're born earth. Earth, ocean, fire. You're born
Well,
fire or air.
I am a water sign.
For sure. But if you're in the water, when you're in the water and you're swimming, do you say like, "This is my home," or when you're walking around touching grass, are you like, "This is my home"?
Oh, maybe Earth then.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is my home.
Because I grew
Do you
up
know
near
any
the
people
mountains,
who
so
think that their ocean's their home?
I feel very connected to the water.
and
Yeah.
they just swim on in.
Yeah.
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some adult men don't know how to swim. I never know.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I definitely know how to swim. Yeah.
Yeah, he grew up poor, but he did learn how to swim.
But not poor in love, my mom always wanted to say.
That's a very good point. And I did
Yeah.
kind of the opposite thing, where
Yeah,
I
he had
wasn't
money,
poor, but I
no
was
love.
poor in love. Yeah.
Oh.
But then,
Yeah.
no, it's fine. No, it's fine.
That's why you're a comedian.
You're right. Broken. Just broken.
Broken and sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if I could do anything with the ocean, it would be
Drain it.
Drain it. Actually,
Drain
one of
it.
my biggest things I would love to do is create a huge desalination plant, or not,
A
and then
what?
flood Utah.
A D what?
Desalination plant,
What does that mean?
like to take the salt out of water.
Oh, and then flood the fresh
Utah.
water into Utah so it gets salty again? 'Cause Utah's
That's
full
kind
of
of
salt.
funnier.
you know.
That's actually funnier.
But why would
Yeah, I
you take
get
the
your
salt
thing.
out if there's already a bunch of salt in Utah? Just make it saltier.
Okay,
Shrivel all the
well,
Mormons up.
you're okay. You're talking about Salt Lake City, right?
Well, all of Utah pretty much has
Salt.
Yeah.
All right, so then we'll flood Colorado. How do you like that? How do you like them apples?
What is it?
How you like them
What
apples,
is the
bitch?
point of flooding a state, though? What does it do for
because
you?
Because then all the water can go down, and because you guys aren't familiar with water rights. They're happening. It's pretty big.
You're not familiar with the water rights?
You're not. Wait, are you guys not familiar with the water rights?
You don't know what's happening with the water rights right now? No.
Basically, a bunch of cities that shouldn't exist in the desert were built, like Phoenix, and they're taking all the water from the Colorado River tribunal system.
Is this real?
Yes.
Do you think about this when you go to sleep at night?
Yes.
Is this what
all the
worries
time.
you in
Not
life?
worries me. I think of opportunities, like which cities should we get rid of first?
Would you get rid of a desert city first?
No, I would flood Utah. I already said that.
But why Utah specifically?
Because I think that we didn't have to actually take out the salt. We could just bring the salt water to Salt Lake City.
Oh, but you want to flood Utah because you want to help Utah.
Yeah.
Oh, you make it sound like you want to flood them because you want Utah to be gone.
No. But
I actually thought it was destroy.
okay,
Yeah.
well, we can destroy Utah too.
Well, I
Not
wasn't on
much
board.
going
I
on
wasn't on
there.
board for that, but also Utah has a ton of like craters. Like it's gonna be pretty hard to flood.
No, craters. It's not. Okay, no, yeah. The water would sit there. We'll have new lakes.
Oh,
But then
love lakes.
wouldn't the surrounding dry cities still be taking the water from Utah?
Yeah. But at a rate that we can control.
So you're like,
You guys, it's a full-fledged plan. You guys are poking holes in it. But you guys just
He's
learned
like,
about water.
yo.
You guys just learned about water rights. And you're like, oh, I
he's
think
like,
this
yo,
is a good idea.
I'm going to take all the water from the ocean and I'm going to put it in this place.
Not all of it.
just some of it.
Just
Just like a pump.
which ocean?
Pacific.
Yeah,
Mm,
for sure.
that's
It's
a
the
good
best
choice.
one.
That's
That's the best
take
one.
from
Yeah.
because it's the grossest one.
No, it's because where we would be taking it from, it's colder. Because the currents
some
go
baby
on the
seals in
east
there.
side, go up. And so we would be able to drop global warming. Like, it's a great plan.
Wait, how do you know all this?
I don't know.
Because
the
I don't.
currents on the east side go up.
Right.
That's like
So it's because they was warmed by the Gulf and it circulates. So water on the
Oh,
yeah, so
I
then it goes
didn't
like
know
this,
that.
and then on the other side it goes like this.
That's why it's cold.
Yeah, that's why the Pacific's cold and the East Side's warmer. But here's the thing, guys. Yeah, Atlantic. That's
Oh my
right.
God.
So we could really, really help out. I think you said you were in the oceans.
I do
Hey,
remember saying
don't
you
take
were
words out of
into
my
the
mouth. Don't
ocean.
take words out of my mouth.
What do you mean? You didn't know about currents?
Well, I didn't know that the current on the Atlantic went up and the Pacific went down, and that's why it was warm or cold.
My
Mhm,
only
mhm.
experience with the current is in that movie that's like Surfer Girl or whatever it is.
Wait, the one
where
who
her-
got bit by the shark?
No, this is one of on like Disney Channel, and she actually, her mom actually was also a surfer girl, but she went out during the current and she got stuck in a riptide. Oh, it's called Riptide, and her mom and her mom died, and then she actually did the exact same thing, but she lived, and that was on Disney Channel.
What was that? Was that the same? I think where she was a maid, and she also loved to surf.
Ooh, I don't think I saw that.
Oh.
Was that on
Ooh,
Disney
she
Channel?
just loves a maid with a hobby.
I was like, made in Manhattan, but surfing. I love that.
You do something else?
This maid has so much time to have.
Does she wear
a
her
hobby.
apron in the water over
Yeah.
her wetsuit?
She was a local. She hated people going to Hawaii. I can't remember the rest of it.
Oh, that sounds very accurate.
Is that Lilo and is that
Oh,
Lilo's sister?
it was Lilo and Stitch.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
No,
no,
Don't do my
literally
girl Lilo
Lilo's
like that.
Isn't Lilo's sister a maid at a hotel?
No, she's a server.
She's a server. Okay, for sure. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Open
big
your
influence
mind.
on
I
me.
know, I should
Open your mind to
Whatever,
other
it's open.
possibilities.
Big influence on me. Lilo and Stitch.
Same.
Moana mean anything to you?
Honestly, no. I think I was too old to like. I just like.
What do you
Moana's
love about
good.
the ocean? Like every time we say something more, you're like,
I like
nah.
that when I go in, it clears all my acne up.
Oh, but you're from
Oh.
Florida. That's why you're pushing for the ocean.
Well,
so
let's be
much.
clear. I spent the last few years in Florida, but I am
Oh.
from Colorado.
That
I
is a
grew
fact
up
I
in
didn't
Boulder.
know.
I grew up
Mhm.
in Boulder,
Okay.
and I left because I hate happiness.
Did you grow
and
up
I went
rich?
to no.
Okay.
Oh.
We were that family that lived on like the county line of Boulder.
Okay.
And then I went to school with all the kids in Boulder who
Yeah, yeah.
were rich, and I was like the weird. I was like, nice Audi. And I
Yeah.
was taking the school bus.
You were taking the
Yeah.
school bus? You took the
Yeah.
school bus all year?
You
Yeah.
didn't even get like a 2002 Honda Civic.
No, not
You
that
didn't-
specific
You
car.
didn't get like a 1998 fucking.
I got a car when my grandma died.
What kind of car was it?
R.I.P.
It was a
What was
it
her
was a
name?
Honda Element. Her name was Lorraine.
The car?
Yeah, the car's name was Lorraine.
That's such a weird thing that happens to a lot of people where they'll get a car from their dead relative and they just have to
Yeah.
sit in that fucking dead
And
person's
you know what sucks
like,
is it was such a
coffin.
good car.
You think that 16-year-olds give a shit about that? They're like, yeah, fuck you, Nana. You know what I mean? They're like, guess who's riding?
God.
No, they're like, guess who's riding fucking dirty? Like,
yeah, I wish that she was fucking cooler when she bought this car. I'd have a cooler car.
yeah,
Look-
they're like drinking in it.
I don't know about you, but a Honda Element in 2013 was pretty sick.
Me? Not. Well, you don't know
I
about
think
me?
do you know what a Honda Element is? What it looks like? It's like the box car.
Mm-hmm.
I looked cool as shit.
Is that the Tonka truck? No, that's a Toyota. No, I know what you're
I
talking
know
about.
what the element is.
I know what the element
It's
is.
literally they don't make them anymore. It's
Yeah.
literally a box, and
Do
then
they
the
not
back
make
doors
them
open
anymore?
like that.
Because they were bad?
I don't know.
There were so many.
They
more
I didn't
punch
have
buggies
I
when we
didn't
were
have
kids.
any problem with it. I got T-boned and it got totaled and I had to get rid of it.
There was so much what?
There were so many more punch buggies when we were kids.
What does that mean?
I feel like when I was growing up, I was always punching someone's arm, being like, "Punch buggy." When
For
was the
a
last time you
Beetle,
saw a
a
fucking punch buggy?
Volkswagen Beetle.
Slug bug is what we did. We didn't say punch buggy.
You didn't say punch buggy?
No, we said slug bug.
But
Well,
did you punch
grew up in,
someone?
like,
Yeah.
Germany.
Oh.
Yeah.
You grew up in Germany. Slug bug.
And you would see in that moment you saw.
I didn't grow up in Germany, by the way.
But you were there as a kid.
I was there. I'll give him that. I'll give him
Did,
that.
where are you from?
I was born. I'm an army brat, so born
Ah.
over there, and then a lot of different places. But you know, I meet a lot of different people. Can I talk about me for a second?
For sure, please.
Because I
Is
lived
this
in
the
Denver.
pod, by the way? Did you introduce the pod? Or
We
we
don't
just
do
doing it?
intros.
Oh, I like
Yeah, we
that.
do
I like that you
intros.
guys are like just no lube, go into it. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah, no.
Wait,
for
you don't know
sure.
what the fuck you're watching, you dumb fucking
Fucking-
moron?
I don't know.
What are you, a fucking moron? You clicked on something just randomly watching two assholes talking about the ocean and one very lovely guest. And thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you so much. You have no idea.
Yeah. So I came to Denver thinking I'm not gonna relapse, and then somebody relapsed. I had a problem. I was in rehab for a little bit, but then I went on a bachelor party in San Diego. Pretty sick. I got this hat, and I drank the whole time there. And then I got here. I was hungover, so I drank some more. And then
This is recent. Like this is like this trip. Okay.
that was like 4 days ago.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. So I wasn't gonna use the word relapse, but he keeps on using the word. So I just want to be on the same page with our words.
At least you're taking it in stride, man.
Well, then I got these tattoos, so I am thinking like maybe there is something more going on.
Well, and yeah.
You got these in Denver?
To be more specific, he got tattoos of his sister's friends. And one
sister's
of them
friend
was,
and a fiance.
Tell me right now that one right there does not look like Gypsy Rose Blanchard when she was sick. No, tell me right now that he does not have a tattoo of Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
I didn't
on
ask
his
for
leg.
the teeth. The guy just
My
gave
girl
her
Gypsy,
teeth.
she's almost out of jail.
Colton, I heard you have the conversation with the tattoo artist, and you guys were like, "What about teeth?" And you were like, "Yeah, whatever, man."
It's funny because it looks more like it just gums.
Actually, you might have requested teeth.
That's
Because
crazy.
he was like, "Look at the mouth; it looks weird."
Oh, you
there's
don't
teeth."
No,
remember
I
this
said
conversation?
that's weird. You shouldn't do that.
No.
Well, this is why you shouldn't. If you're not drinking,
Are you feeling
stay not
okay?
drinking.
Are you feeling okay about this scuffle?
What scuffle?
I didn't want to use the word relapse again because you were clearly holding a resentment.
Yeah, no. I would
Trip up,
call it.
obstacle.
I would call it a momentary reminder that I have a huge problem.
Also, though, just throw it out there. We didn't. There was no drinking when the first 3 or 4 days we were here, and we had a wonderful, great time.
Yeah.
We went to the gym every day. It was great.
Right. And then we went to the Denver Pride, and that is just full of lesbians with children, and it was awful.
We are
Really?
against children at Pride.
Yeah, we are
That's so
both
interesting.
wanting children
Children
to be taken out of Pride.
Pride.
What's your opinion on that?
I've never been. Well, I went to Pride in Orlando, but it was the parade, so it wasn't really. They do it in October because it's less hot, and it was kind of. It wasn't like a family event. So saying that is very weird. That there's. I mean, children are allowed to go to Pride. But why would you want to bring them?
No, we
Right.
think that Pride should be more sexual.
Yeah, we want to see more dicks.
Yeah, I
more.
feel like they're making Pride more.
But isn't that the whole reason why all of the fucking crazy people are like, gay people can't exist because they're sexualizing our kids?
No, wait. They're sexualizing our kids.
yeah, that's what
I
we're
like that
talking about.
argument.
The straight people are sexualizing the gay kids' kids.
Yeah.
The gay kids' kids.
The gay kids.
Yeah.
Because we're kids.
Yeah.
It's specifically, and I know that because they did it to me. I'm really lucky because I don't have a cross tattoo, but I
Guys
know
with
it.
cross tattoos are so hot to me.
That's
What?
I just
Or my favorite, I say this all the time, but when a guy has his last name tattooed across his shoulder blades, that to me is ugh.
there's just
His
something.
name's like Jason,
Yeah. Because what
I
means
can't tell if you're being serious or if you're just trying
hey,
to.
wait. Dead serious over here too. And I was thinking about that. What it says about a man is hey, we're gonna have fun family time, and also I'm a little broken.
And I also have God. Yeah,
Do you
I
think-
like when straight men have God.
Do you think it's because if they're willing to commit to such a horrendous tattoo that they're gonna
Wait.
Okay, a cross isn't as bad. You know what's really bad is when they get the rosemary beads thrown across their chest.
oh my
that's
god.
bad.
I know. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I wouldn't date a guy like that. I'd suck his dick.
Oh my god.
I would be pretty cool to see the rosary.
It's
just
always
wah,
that's
wah.
always the first tattoo that the douchiest guys get. They're like, I don't have a tattoo, but if I got one, I'd get a rosary down my wrist for my mom. And it's nothing else.
Yeah, I think even though the idea of God is so stupid to me, and I think that if you think that, you might be dumb. I also go I like that you got a thing, and
Yeah.
you're so confident in that thing that even though it is a stupid idea, you still think it.
I'm a child of God.
I love that for you. I love that you have the barbed wire around your wrist. It means that you're really chained to God.
No, actually, that's a
friend.
Holocaust remembering tattoo.
No, it's not.
Yeah, of course it is. Are you kidding me? No.
Kidding me? He also
This
has
is actually-
Arbat Mach
What
Fry on
What
his
else we
arm.
got? Can we
This
do a tattoo tour?
Oh, so
What
this is
that?
my dead sister's name, and then
That's pretty.
Thank you. This is actually a friendship bracelet I got when I was blackout drunk with my other friend, who's also an alcoholic. We both have quit drinking.
Oh my gosh.
This is the last thing said in Practical Magic, the book and movie.
I love that.
Thank you. This is Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my God.
This is
Pick me.
this is Grey's Anatomy. Be a force of nature. What's up? I got bad tattoos.
Oh, and he also
not bad
has
tattoos.
We have our podcast tattooed on us,
Some of this is bad.
And
In
Right.
typewriter font.
and we got it. We got it before we had ever recorded an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's how you know it was going to be a good podcast. That commitment.
It was commitment, but the guy kept on being like, "Yeah, so all gay people have AIDS, right?" And we're like,
Yeah.
"No." So
Wait,
interesting.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he thought.
And then we interviewed him on our podcast,
Love that.
unreleased.
Maybe you should release it.
Maybe it might be.
Were
I
you just
probably
calling
lost.
him gay the whole
Yeah.
time? Or you just being like, haha, gay
Well,
boy?
no,
No.
we kept on being like, "Should we tell him we're gay?"
Yeah.
Wait, does he not know?
He didn't know.
He just kept asking you if gay people had AIDS.
Motivation.
I admire that you can like function high, because if I had an edible and tried to do a podcast, I wouldn't be able to speak English.
Well,
I'm
I-
fighting for my life right now.
yeah. I wouldn't say he's doing great.
Oh,
I
no.
wouldn't say he should come on the podcast high all the time.
Yeah, but we're in Denver.
Aw,
This is the
fun.
Denver episode.
This is the Denver episode. I did so many shrooms last night on accident, and then I went into public. But that's enough about that.
Us. We should ask,
Scuffle.
We should ask
Yeah.
her about her life.
I would
boring.
like to know a couple of career things.
Career things?
Yeah.
Okay, like
And
what?
I hear you have a huge OnlyFans following.
I do.
That's-
Well, I mean, huge is not. Compared to like the people that are actually huge on OnlyFans, I don't have a.
So could you say like as an actor, who would you say like, oh, I
No.
probably
Oh,
equivalent.
that's a good
I
question.
haven't looked at other people's accounts, so I don't know. But like
Would you say you're still like in the indie movie phase of your career?
on OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. Like, are you like Selena
Um,
Gomez, where it's like, oh my God, I remember her from
I have
earlier.
21,000 fans,
Oh wow.
but like people who do it as like their career have like hundreds of thousands. Do you know what I mean by
Yeah.
that? But for me, it's like a thing that I do like on top of comedy.
Yeah.
So comedy is my main thing, and then if people like it and they want to subscribe to like, you know what I mean?
That's
it's just
so
kind of like
smart.
the secondary
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do you find
Yeah.
that you're just like, ugh, I gotta make more content? And is it
No, I
pretty
really
clean
love
stuff?
it. Yeah, I don't do nudity. I don't do videos. I don't chat with people. And because I just don't want to.
Right.
And
That's so smart.
Yeah, and like I want to be a comic first. So like that to me is like the biggest thing is like I want people to know that I'm a comedian
Yeah,
that has an OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Not an OnlyFans girl that does comedy.
for sure.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So like
When did you start doing comedy?
in July it'll be 3 years.
Oh,
But if you had an OnlyFans and you kind of like went all the way, then you could have so much money that you really wouldn't care if anyone.
So Colton, just to fun back,
Free.
Colton really loves money.
Yeah.
And like and you know how like some
Do
people
you have one?
Colton has like a number that if someone
You
offered
should
him
have
money,
one. I
you
should
quit
have
stand up, right?
Huh?
You have a certain amount of money that if someone said like write you a check, you can never do stand up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely. In fact, one guy came in and was like, "Wow, I came to your special recording. It was very funny. You seem like you really love it." I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he was like, "I bet you wouldn't quit for 50 million." I was like, "Yes, I would." 50
Dang.
million? I absolutely would quit. He goes, "All right, well, what if?" And then he started making it more complicated because that guy was crazy. But
That's
for 50
weird.
million, I would quit.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
I mean, I would take the 50 million, but I wouldn't quit.
no, every
Because
time
I
you show up
love
to a
it.
club, they
What?
They
No, you
kill
can't.
Oh, the deal is that
You
you
quit.
can't do
You can
stand up.
never-
I'm
yeah.
gonna give you.
It's
I
a
would never quit
it's
stand
a
up.
billionaire going like, "I hate your stand up so much. You need to quit."
Oh well, then I have to keep doing it. If
No.
they hate it, I have to keep doing
No,
it.
you don't.
No, see, Colton would
Yes.
rather have a boat.
Yeah.
Oh my
that's a
gosh.
yeah.
So he can go drain the ocean and
Yeah,
flood
yes.
Utah.
Yeah, I got fucking water plants.
He's-
you
yeah.
know?
He's
Well,
like,
but here's the thing about OnlyFans is like people think that it's porn. Like people think that if you're on OnlyFans it's porn, but it can be if you want it to, but it's really just another platform that has a paywall like Patreon. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's just another platform for you to put shit on.
So should we go on OnlyFans?
If you want to, yeah.
What would we post?
I mean, if you wanted to post like lewds, you could.
Lewds?
Yeah.
Lubes?
Lewd.
Lewd.
Like lewd content.
No,
You know
I'd
what I
show
mean?
hole.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I can't do that because it'll get leaked.
Why? Why does that matter?
Because I still want to like pursue comedy, and even though
We were having this conversation before. It whether we want it, whether it's right or wrong, it will affect your career.
exactly,
It doesn't matter ethically what you feel. It's like there will be a consequence to that
right.
happening.
Like I personally
for
feel
more
like
for women.
yeah, I personally
More
feel
for
like
women. I feel like
we've
less
all,
for women.
We've all seen a nipple, right? We've all seen a boob. We've all like no one. It's
What
not,
else have we seen?
It's not.
What else have we
not,
all
like,
seen?
Yeah, tell me what I've
No
seen.
one-
Yeah, tell
no
me
one-
what have we all we've
Everyone
all
knows
seen.
generally what a naked woman looks like, right? So
I just learned last
it's
year.
not a big deal
Yeah.
to me, but I don't want that to be a hindrance to something that I want to do in the future.
Like
do you know what I
what?
mean by that? Like if there's an audition for a role acting, or if there's like maybe there's a comedy opportunity that's like, we really want you to do this, but like, you know, the fact that you have this image out there, like we can't associate that.
I don't actually give a shit, because the person who's gonna care is gonna be some fucking Christian brand or some like
For sure.
for Mormon whatever, and I won't be their pick anyways, because I'm not gonna be the good gay. No, this is the good gay one. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
be
the
the
clean
good.
gay,
Yeah. I'm not
yeah.
gonna be their champion. I'm not gonna be
Right.
Candace Owens of gay people.
Oh my God, well she's awful.
Yeah. Well,
She's just an awful.
So for those reasons, all I need is somebody to help me out, help me out, and do it all for me. I just want to show up to a studio, get fucked, and call it a day.
Okay, well, I will tell you though. I will tell you.
Wait, you got anyway. I see a guy with a studio.
Okay, let's.
I'm not saying he has to fuck me. He can if he wants,
I mean,
because I'm
there's
very
a
cool
number.
about
There's
it.
a
Yeah,
number
yeah.
you could throw out there.
$20. And we're in it together.
Do you have any
So
other
like,
questions?
if I get big up, then you get big up.
Colin, you absolutely would blow up on OnlyFans so quickly.
But then you have to go like advertise on Twitter and be like, "Hey guys, I showed my
Yeah,
hole
that's
today."
the problem. That is the problem.
like those links. That's so fucking funny.
Hey guys.
Showed hole today. If anyone's interested.
Everyone's interested. Here's a 3-second clip from me getting just railed.
Yeah, people can't search your name on OnlyFans. It has to be a direct link.
Oh.
So like if you,
So
Unless
are
you have-
you on OnlyFans?
yeah,
Well, should I be me? Because I was originally
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
go with Milk Bottom.
you could do that. But the problem is like for people to find your OnlyFans, you have to link it somewhere where you have a good following so that people go to it.
Oh, I don't.
Or,
I have
or
one.
make an anonymous Twitter and start putting shit out there
Oh, okay.
and get a following on that Twitter. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna need Tang. That's the other problem is we work with an awesome man named Tengu from the Philippines, and he does all our clips. But I can't imagine being like, "Hey, can you make my whole the coloring on this
Yeah.
video is crazy.
Oh my God.
It's making me look shiny." Who did the lighting?
I look more moist than usual.
I
Yeah.
will say though, the comedy stuff is like it is changing. Where like it is getting a little more like punk rock side of things, where it's like comedians feel like they're taking control of their own careers.
Oh,
in a way-
absolutely.
in a way that like it's like, oh, we actually, if we just want to do stand up, there are ways to make that a path. Where
Yeah.
before you needed the networks and you couldn't be.
Right,
of
right,
course, as
right.
Colton said,
There's that, and
showing
there's
home.
so many fucking content creators that you might not even know that this one person was in this one thing that one time.
Yeah.
But you might know their stand-up because you like stand-up. So you only see the facet because you're looking at a fucking collage of people.
Yeah.
Or you like really like someone, and you're like, yeah, and she also does OnlyFans, or he also does OnlyFans. It's like, well, cool.
I think this is very
also,
empowering.
OnlyFans is also now doing stand up,
Yeah, I
and
think.
I filmed one with them
Oh, how
at
was
Comedy
that?
Works. Yeah, it was really fun.
Oh, Comedy Works
And
did
it's and they do it goes by city, so they have episodes. It's called like LMAOF on OFTV.
Yeah, we did it at the Creek.
Yeah.
Dean Stanfield, who should show hole, Alison Voidovich, Joe Begley, and it's sad that I can't remember any other ones.
Tony
Hinchcliffe?
Casillas.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. And then the deal is like the contract is like you open an OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
And you can put whatever you want on there.
Right.
Like most of the comedians I think are doing comedy on there, but I already had one, so I was
Oh.
like, okay, I just already have one. Just,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't pick any hot gay people.
That sucks.
Yeah. they
I
let me
was
do
like,
that.
oh, because I think the risk is, it's not. They wanted comedians on there,
Yeah,
like,
they were like,
to,
we can't let these gay guys on. They're gonna fucking start jerking off on the platform.
on our comedy streams. Hashtag comedy. Hashtag hole.
Yeah. Hashtag. Oh my God! Did you start your OnlyFans when you were still in Florida?
Yeah, I started it last October.
Cause you do have like kind of like Southern Belle look.
I guess.
So it's like hot Southern Belle girl in Florida.
I don't
Ooh.
really.
Is that what you're doing?
Uh-oh.
Is that your vibe?
I don't
You were
really have a no. It was just like me in like cute lingerie that I thought was like cute that I just bought and took photos of. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
that's
wasn't
cool.
really. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know debutante styled.
You
anything.
can. I have done themed stuff. Like I did like a Christmas theme. I put on like a Christmas sweater and I put my hair in pigtails
Oh.
and I like had like a present.
What's
Yeah.
You're like,
And
I'm
what-
11.
Yeah, Christmas. I was like, oh, hey, Poppy.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
I'm 11. What'd you get for me in your box? In your Christmas present? Yeah, I've done themes. Yeah, I've done themes. I've done roller
done
coasters
themes.
where I'm like, oh, I want to go on the ride, but I'm too short. Can
Gross.
can you extend me? Don't. Do you use music? No, it's all stills.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you ever attach like a song to it?
No, you can't do that on the platform.
Oh, you should be able to.
I know,
Yeah.
like on Instagram.
Hey, OnlyFans, let us put songs on it. What songs would you put it? I'd probably do Vin
really
Diesel's.
like to hear your
Vin
voice.
Diesel has this song, and my brother played it over and over again. It's like, I don't know you, but I feels like I do.
Oh, I remember that. I walked out of Fast and the Furious.
I'd put on that song that Sarah McLachlan sings. It's like in the
Classic.
that one.
Yep.
That's what
Arms
I
of
would
an
do.
Angel.
Isn't that about? That's wait. What song? What is that about? Because now they use
I
it
don't
for
know,
dead
it's
dogs.
just a sad song. I just think it's funny.
I just think it's a wild song. It's like, we're gonna kill this dog, and we're gonna kill
It
this
is.
dog.
Those commercials were kind of like that. Weren't
Hey,
they?
yeah.
They're like, if you don't fucking pay right now,
It's so sad.
little
It's-
Augie's dying tomorrow. That's how it felt.
Yeah. And here's another picture of it. He's so dirty. We could have cleaned him up.
And look, this one's shaking. It's like, okay.
And
This one's convulsing. It's like-
Yeah, and they're fucking mutt rat dogs, and they have all these deformities, and everybody's like, but it makes them cute. I'm like, no, you picked a bad dog. I think it's crazy when I see somebody with an ugly dog because they could have picked any dog. They got to
Aw.
pick any dog, and
Yeah,
they
but
chose
those
the
dogs
ugly.
need love
They don't need
too.
love. They need to be. I don't know why.
No, don't say
I'm
that.
not, I was
That's
gonna
sentence.
bring in eugenics, but I don't need to.
Oh my
because
god.
we did that with dogs. That's why we have
What
different
is
kinds of dogs.
That's why we have pugs.
What's eugenics?
Oh, it's an app.
Oh.
Yeah, for gay people.
Oh, amazing.
You don't have it?
No.
Oh,
Well,
I
you're
think it's
behind.
invite only.
That's okay.
I think it's invite only.
Sorry.
Colton, that's actually crazy that you would do that to me right now.
No, it's weird. I thought you might have been on it because you suck so much dick, but I guess they didn't.
I
like
don't suck dick.
It. What? He says he's very
I
oral.
don't believe that.
Yeah, I'm
With
oral.
that mustache, you don't
I'm
suck dick.
I know I'm an oral girl.
You are an oral girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Never heard that. I like that.
yeah.
I'm an oral girl.
I'm an
Yeah,
oral
I'm-
girl. I'm
kinda
an oral
like-
girl.
I'm kinda like
In
Christian.
an oral world. It's
I'm like just a Christian.
It's not wrapped in plastic.
yeah.
It's not wrapped in plastic.
Although that's the coolest blowjob I ever got was from this Indonesian prostitute. She sucked my dick through a condom and it became instantly hard.
Colton's had sex with over 50 women.
I didn't realize we work it into every episode.
that he's had sex with women.
50.
Over.
50?
About-
Oh, you count?
No, but you I'll tell you that's why we say over 50 because there's this estimate,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your body count?
I don't have one.
Good for you.
What does that mean?
That's such
I
a
don't
big,
have one.
That's such a big online. Like, what's your body count online? And you're like, oh, God, what's such a boring video.
Yeah, no. Somebody, Sam Sisson from Denver has a joke where she's saying that the average millennial has 8 sexual partners over the lifetime. It's like,
What?
firstly, we're not dead yet, so I don't know how they're figuring that out. And also, 8? That's less than 1 a year.
I think,
If my math's correct.
but they're interviewing straight people who are lying.
Well, I think because unfortunately, like for a lot of people, the body count thing has become a shameful thing, especially for girls.
Yeah.
And
I don't
it's
think
like,
it's become. I think it's always been.
right. Yeah, but it's like it's one of those things. I saw like a man on the street interview, which man on the street things for me need to stop.
Yeah,
It's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. But like some dude like asked a girl what her body count was, and then she was like, "Why are you asking? Like, why does it matter?" And he's like, "You don't think that's important for a guy to know?" And she like went off on him and was like, "It's so fucking stupid that you even care about it." And I was like, "Yes, bitch."
No, I think it's the exact opposite. I think if the more you have, the more normal I think you are, and the more talented and skills I think you have. Because if you're out there, and the less likely you are to like be a fucking psychopath about like if we're gonna be in a relationship, you're gonna be like treat it like a very normal person because I'm just another person, just like we all are, with just a regular sexy butt, you know, just a regular round plump ass, you know, just with beautiful ocean blue eyes. Sure, yeah, I have all those things, but it's.
I like how Dylan. Like, he's probably heard this so many times that he's not even laughing.
Oh, no, it's literally usually me saying it. I'm usually
God.
like, every time I meet, I'm like, have you met my friend Colton? They're like, no. I go, oh my God, you're in for a
How long
treat."
have you guys been friends?
A year and a
A
half.
year and a half.
When you first met, was it like,
Instant.
Love
did
at
you know
first
that
sight.
you were going to be friends, or were you kind of like,
No, I
Am
feel
I
like we
interested in this person?
immediately
Yeah. We immediately just started
talking.
nice?
I lied about owning a bar.
Yeah, because I didn't know. Colton didn't want me to know. Colton was testing me. and so I said, someone was talking about, they were talking about the creek, and I was like, oh, I said something. Like, you own a comedy club? And he was like, I own a bar. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I think we ended up just like talking about other things. So like the simple life.
Because that's why I wanted him to like me for me.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I did. And
yeah.
then for literally months, I was like, Colton's so cool. And someone was like, Colton owns the creek. And I was like, Colton lied to me.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
this.
I don't blame you though. That is kind of like you don't really want people to start like trying to hang out with you or talk to you. Just
If
for
we were
that.
on The
They-
Bachelor,
well, that
I'm
they-
here for the right reasons.
And
You got the rose.
Yeah.
we are on The Bachelor. Gay Tony is best friends with the creator of that show.
No one knows who Gay Tony is.
I talk about him all the time.
Who?
Gay Tony. You don't know who Gay Tony is?
No.
Tony
Is
explain.
Tony from Gay Tony in Austin? Is it not?
Tony Hinchcliffe?
No,
No.
it's not Tony himself.
No, I get the confusion though. No, this is just a
Oh
man.
my
I did
God.
drugs off his penis.
Yeah.
What kind of drugs?
Coke.
Cocaine.
Oh, I guess that's the only one you really can do off.
No,
of
you could
penis.
do any powder.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I guess.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What other?
Although doing K on sucking dick is probably a fucking crazy experience.
Oh, ketamine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never done
Jesus.
ketamine. I got out of the drugs and alcohol game before it came into my life.
Have you ever done
K?
Yes.
How was it?
Confusing.
Mm-hmm.
I was a freshman in college. There was a girl in my dorm that had it. We were gonna go to a party, and then we took it, and for 10 minutes the room was just spinning, and then it was gone. Like, it wasn't really fun.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a lot. I think she just gave me like a little. I think it was.
Yeah.
What do you call it? A bump, like a little. You know what I
Wait.
mean?
¿Cómo se dice
And
un
you,
bump?
and you just do like a. You just do like a. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
Right?
I know
Yeah.
exactly what you mean. But
Yeah,
bumps
yeah.
come in all shapes and sizes.
Oh, okay.
And then did you feel like good for the rest of the night?
No, I just kind of felt normal. I was just like, that was weird.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't fun. Like, it wasn't something that I was like, oh, let's fucking do that again.
Yeah.
Because it was just 10 minutes of like, I couldn't walk straight down the hallway. And then we went to the bathroom and we were like we couldn't figure out how to lock the door. It was really weird.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
Well, yeah, I get that because you have to right drugs at the right time. I watched Dune on K. Fucking love it.
What is Dune about?
Dune is about it's about adventure. It's about betrayal. It's about a young boy coming of age. It's about a little bit of witchcraft, a little bit of science fiction plus witchcraft. It's about Timothée Chalamet, and it's about
Wait, what?
Zendaya.
Timothée Chalamet?
Wait, I thought Dune was that movie about war.
Yeah, there's war too,
Oh, I don't like war.
but there's
I
not.
know,
a
I
lot
don't
of
really
war.
like science fiction
No,
movies.
I don't mind science fiction.
You guys, I just told you the movie's awesome because I watched it on K.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's true.
So that's my recommendation. I'm not saying go watch Dune. I'm saying if you watch Dune and you see it on K, you're gonna like it.
Here it is.
Yeah. Is there anything in society that you just need to stop? You just need to stop it.
Man, I feel
People
like there
shopping
is.
at Shein, is that okay?
No,
He shops at Shein.
I don't like Shein. I think Shein is stupid.
It's not stupid. It's a fucking bad company.
Yeah, it's
What-
a terrible
what-
company.
why?
Sweatshops everywhere.
Sweatshops,
Terrible.
children's sweatshops. They have like people sewing in "Help Me" into their
No,
fucking
stop
Yeah,
it.
it's like really bad.
yeah.
Did you just see they did a whole PR campaign where they had this influencer like come to their factory, and it was this beautiful, it looked like a fucking Apple store, and this influencer like made a TikTok about it, and it was like, it's such a beautiful clean facility, it's actually so nice, and they showed that there was a machine cutting the fabric and sewing the fabric, and it wasn't done by people, and it was like clearly such a fucking scam.
Wait, but you don't think that machines can do it?
I
Because
do,
I
but
believe
don't
in
think
machines.
I don't think Shein is selling $3 shirts
Uh-huh.
with something that was made by a machine.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause
why?
everything
But
looks
no,
like
that's why they
state
call
of
it.
art.
That's
Honey,
why
you
they
don't
call
have
it
to-
Sheen.
But you don't have to pay the machine.
That's why they call it
That's why
Sheen.
they
They,
call it
it's
Shein.
But you
it's
don't have to.
machine.
You don't have to pay a machine.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
but
you do.
but the maintenance that it keeps to upkeep that machine is much more expensive than just paying someone a terrible wage. You know what I'm saying? With
Or
a sewing
no
machine.
wage. It's also sometimes they're just owned. Like they have the we cannot talk about China. Yeah.
Okay, something in society I think needs to stop.
Our society. Pick
people-
ours.
I think our society, things that need to stop.
I'm such a coward. I could never take on the whole Catholic Church.
My dad brings it up all the time.
They'd
I
want
wa-
to take you in. They'd want to take you in the back.
You would be such a good priest, though.
You'd be such a good
Oh my
altar
God.
boy.
The moms would be obsessed with you. They'd be like, oh, I hope it's Colton.
Hey guys, I got a new religion to talk about
Yeah.
today. It's the same one. God, Jesus. I do know a lot about the Bible, but sorry. Did you have your thing yet?
I was trying to think. I know. I'm trying to think. Like, there are things that like really annoy me, but like not enough that I'm like, this needs to stop in our society. I do think people need to stop backing into parking spots. I think that's really fucking annoying.
What? That's like the best way to do it.
No. Because
Okay.
they do. This is what they do. They go into a Target and you're going down the aisle. Instead of just swoop parking, they have to do this whole thing where they make a show of like swinging out and then looking behind them. And
If
doing
they're
the whole
looking
thing,
behind them,
and
they
then-
have a piece of shit car, and those people don't deserve to drive.
right, because they need a rear view fucking mirror.
Yeah.
Or,
Drivers.
camera.
Yeah. That has. I mean, it's not new technology.
Right.
So.
But
Those
I'm like,
people-
why are you backing into a spot to
It's-
go to Publix?
My dad made us combat park our
Is
toys.
Publix a Florida
Yeah, it
thing?
is. I just realized that when I,
I
said
only
that.
know that because I listen to Michelle Collins talk about Florida all the time. She's
King
like,
Supers.
Yeah. And that's so
Costco.
funny.
Trader
H-E-B.
Joe's.
H-E-B.
I hate HEB.
I love H-E-B. In fact, I love it even
H-E-B?
more when I went to King Supers and it sucked. We got a great H-E-B.
I went to
Mm.
a Safeway here.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, Safeway's
Safeway
like that.
is King Supers. It's Kroger.
Okay.
Give it
Oh,
a-
I know something that needs to stop in society. Okay.
What?
oh.
All of this like really crazy, like plastic surgery that you can do now. Like, you know what buckle fat is?
Yeah. That
The
Wait, what is
buckle
it?
fat
It-
removal.
you
So
don't need
buckle
a-
fat is the fat that's in your cheeks.
Okay.
And there's this procedure now where you can get it removed. And it looks really scary when people do it because their face looks like a skeleton. Like
They
it's
want to
like-
look like my cheekbones. You can't, bitch.
But even that, like it's so natural, but when people get it done, it looks
It like carves them out.
yeah, it doesn't look good. It looks just scary.
we want to get some plastic surgery for him.
Yeah.
For what?
My whole body.
I like how your joke, you're like, who's body positive? And they're like, yes. And you're like, well, I'm not.
Yeah.
So
Always.
I love that.
You have to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably my chest done. It
Probably.
gets talked about every episode. Here's what gets brought up in every single episode: that I'm gonna get plastic surgery, and then Colton has had sex with 50 women.
Yep.
Every,
Nice.
every
It's because
podcast.
I'd stop talking about it if someone fucking help you.
Yeah, that's so true.
What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
ooh, I don't know. I've been very lucky in my life.
Oh.
I've been very lucky in my life. I haven't been in any crazy accidents, knock on wood.
Well, but you
Like-
said pretty much that you went to Florida to get sad. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Well,
You went
that?
to Florida to get sad?
no, I just said that I moved because I hated happiness. I don't know why I moved out of Colorado.
Oh yeah, Colorado is beautiful.
Yeah, we decided that we were probably going to move here.
I love
Yeah.
Colorado.
Once
Yeah.
our careers take off, we're out of here. We're out.
The
of
We're
worst
outta
thing
here.
that's
I'm
ever
out of
happened
Austin.
to me. I mean, like, I've had a lot of like really shitty people be shitty to me for my body.
Oh, what?
Like I was bullied a lot growing up because for being fat.
What?
Which is fat according to them, because now, see, this is what's interesting is I'm writing all this material now about body positive stuff, and when I say fat on stage, people are like, "You're not fat."
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I can't tell that because growing up I was told I was fat all the time.
Right.
By my parents, by my friends, by people people
especially
in high school.
just like Colorado is just a bunch of skinny people.
For sure.
They're like I was the amount of skinny men coming at me. I'm like, dude, you weigh 150 pounds. Like, what are you gonna do?
You know what's
to me?
interesting is Boulder has 3 times the national average rate of eating disorders
Which
in the
ones?
country. All of them: anorexia, bulimia. Those not like overeating, but like undereating. And like I know that now it's different. Like
I signed a lease to Boulder today.
Now things are different. But like, yeah, I think the worst thing was just like. It's not like an event, but just like being made to feel like I'm not good enough. And now it's like I'm like 27 and I'm like at this age where like I'm coming into my own and I'm like having to deal with all this relived shit of you know what I mean?
My mom's an eating disorder specialist, and she always goes, it's not about the eating disorder, it's about control and it's about the other stuff in your life.
Exactly.
And I feel like there are so many like misogynistic undertones in like especially in America, where it's like, of course the woman's trying to find some control in her own life.
Yeah.
She has to go fucking follow this dude around and go meet his friends and go make the fucking house happy and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So of course you're going to fucking be like, yeah, well, I can also not eat.
Yeah, I can also like force myself to do these things to then like feel like I'm living
I wonder if kids these days have less eating disorders because they want that fat Kardashian ass.
You know what's sad is it gets worse because of social media.
I was just also going to say, do you think those guys who are absolutely shredded, who are at the gym 7 days a week and only eat chicken and whatever,
they have an eating disorder?
That's an eating disorder, and that's all about control too, right? Or is that just to...
Oh yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, that one I don't need to stop.
Yeah.
I don't mind the way they look.
I know. Yeah.
You know what's funny though? It's always those men who get so mad about like women being body positive.
Yeah.
Because it's like they feel like they're adhering to the standards that society set upon them, so that everyone else needs to do it. But it's like no one's forcing you to eat chicken and broccoli for every fucking meal, dude.
Right.
Like you're doing that to yourself.
Right. There is. I don't know. I don't know. I think that your body is happier, healthier.
Yeah.
But it is this balance where it's not healthy to be sad all the time.
Right. Well,
So
and healthy
what does
looks
that look
different
like?
on everyone.
Exactly.
Like everyone's
And
genetics are different, you know?
It's so fun to find different shapes and sizes. What's the weirdest looking person you've ever had sex with?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I was on drugs one time. I go, hey, are you gay? He goes, no, thank you. But
Oh, that
no.
was you? Oh, I heard that story. Okay, cool.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. Because I immediately just walked away.
Weirdest looking person?
I like how after
There's
she goes on
not-
and thinking, like, I'm really finding myself in body positivity and blah, blah, blah.
And now he's like, who's the weirdest fucking...
Oh, could you shame someone who's gross?
No, I wasn't saying gross. I'm just saying, like, hey, it's fun to find different shapes and sizes. And one time I had sex with a guy with Peyronie's disease, which is when you get hit in the dick and then scar tissue forms on one side, so it bends over. And I remember being like, dude, that's the wildest looking dick I've ever seen.
Nice.
That's the,
I don't have an answer, to be honest.
Okay.
I love that.
I hate the word promiscuous because I feel like it has a negative connotation.
Take it back.
But I'm not
Take it
promiscuous
back.
like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Good for you. Are
You
you
know
a
what I
boyfriend
mean?
girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
feel that.
I just don't like people. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, actually,
I did have sex with a guy that has a rosary tattoo, so that's pretty
Oh,
fucking
that's
gross.
amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Just once?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so my I don't have to tell you who, but she was dating a man with Moses tattooed,
oh, no.
and I was like, "Does he finger you with that arm?"
no. He's just looking
part
at
the
it.
Red Sea.
Gross.
She said yes.
Nice.
Damn. Well,
Do you have any questions for me?
I'm like,
What
do I
you-
have any questions?
What are you
Do I have any
thinking about
questions?
over there?
I was like, how do we bring this back to body positivity? Yeah, loving light. I'm so high.
How many milligrams was your edible?
I will say that I took one at like 9 a.m. today.
Okay.
And like until like noon, like did not feel it. So I was like, I'll take another one, which is the cardinal rule. Don't do that.
Was the gummy? Do you know if it was like 5 milligrams or?
They
10?
were each 5 milligrams, but
Oh,
I have not
okay.
taken edibles in years.
Gotcha. Well, you're gonna ride the high, and then you'll.
I'm having a great time. I'm happy to be in the incredible studio and being here with friends. Fun.
Great. is that back to you, Colton? Yeah, I got more questions. Do you have any tips for living a La Vida Loca? Because I've been doing cold plunges. And
you were
my
supposed to do
God.
that.
I'm
You're gonna
still
get a
down
garbage
to
can.
do that.
Those are really cool.
I do it every day.
In a bathtub or in like a? Do you have a?
I have a freezer,
like a
a
what?
deep freezer, and the freezer.
And do you fill it up with water?
Yeah, and then the freezer keeps it cold. And then if it gets, I just have a thermometer thing, and it turns on if it gets like 36 degrees, and it goes back down to 32.
How much did that cost?
Wait, but isn't it just a
$400?
frozen block of ice?
No, because water freezes at 32.
But didn't you just say it goes back down to 32?
I don't. Okay, 33.
Oh, so you keep it right above.
Yeah,
so
you
that
can
it's
set
cold,
it whatever
but not
you
frozen.
want. Yeah, and then especially if you're just starting out, you might go like 50 to 40.
How long do you do it for?
I've gotten up to 6 minutes.
Dude.
It's
Are you freezing when you get out?
you don't no, because you reach this point where your brain goes like, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, and then you kind of just feel this like release, and you feel just euphoric, and then eventually you know to get out because your skin starts to kind of like
Gets prickly.
burn a
Yeah.
little bit. But it's not. It's like you have so much dopamine going through your head that it feels good. When you get out, your body's just like, thank fucking God we're out of that, and then you just are happy the whole day. I do it before I go to bed though.
I used to do that when I was living in Florida, and it was like the winter. My parents had a pool that wasn't like they didn't heat it, and so I
Yeah.
would just get in the pool for 2 minutes, and then get out, and it was like probably 60 degrees.
And you didn't even need Joe Rogan to tell you that. That's pretty
No.
cool.
Although I did take those horse pills that he told us all to take.
I did too.
Yeah, I
Wait,
grew
what
a
horse
huge
pills?
dick. What?
Is-
Remember when the pandemic hit and he was like, there was something about horse pills and like his immune system, because he was very anti-vax, and he was
Yeah.
like, like you got this horse extract something.
Yeah,
bullshit.
I can't remember what it was. The problem wasn't that it didn't work or there wasn't no science behind it. The problem was is that they didn't have the resources to make enough of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, because he's selling them out.
Also,
Yeah, no, that was the huge problem. So a lot of like horses died during COVID because they didn't have the right medicine.
Oh wow, that's so fucked up.
It's just wild.
Thanks, Joe.
Well, I mean, he didn't invent
He's a close
COVID, I
friend
don't
of mine.
think, and he's also a very
He's a close friend of yours.
he's
in
a close
way.
friend of mine. Like, there's no any Joe Rogan slander on this podcast.
Oh yeah. I also don't even know what word, it is to know enough about. Right? What word are we talking about?
Horse pills?
Yeah, that one.
Oh
but-
yeah.
yeah.
I
So-
keep wanting to say ketamine because isn't ketamine
Yeah.
a horse tranquilizer?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was almost like a vitamin.
Do you guys remember that movie Laura?
No.
So it's a case about real life where this girl and her boyfriend were like drugging and raping girls and then killing them.
Oh my
And-
god.
Yeah, and they actually made a movie about it called Laura, where Laura Pippen was in it. And
Laura Pippen?
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
from Orange Is the New Black.
I just love that the only thing you're adding today is a different movie you saw.
Anyway,
No,
she
and then
gave
one
her-
time
she gave her sister ketamine. She worked at the vet office,
Okay.
and then the guy, whatever, and then she died.
What a story.
I know I shouldn't have brought it
Wild.
up. I'm sorry about that.
Wild. I love it. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling incredible. And now, do you guys know about vitamins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
about
and, should I
vitamins.
be taking vitamins? That's what I keep thinking about.
Yeah.
I take on it every day multivitamins.
Whoa.
Yeah, I feel like multivitamins are always good. You know what I mean? Like
The
it's
thing
nice
is,
to
you
have.
don't if you have a complete diet. But do you know if you have a complete diet?
So everyone's always kind of like, do you have a complete diet? And it's like, I mean, I eat every day.
I think the one
Yeah.
thing,
So,
the one
yeah,
thing
yeah.
that vitamins are really good at giving you are like the minerals that you won't get, like magnesium and like zinc, and like for me, I don't eat meat, so I don't get iron. I don't get, you know what I mean? So that
B12.
helps.
How much money would
Yeah.
it cost you to eat meat?
Well, here's the thing. So when I say I don't eat meat, it's like a very loose term because
Oh, yeah.
I don't eat red meat and I don't eat fish, But I love a pepperoni pizza. You know what I mean?
So pepperoni is red meat.
Right. Well, no. Tengu edit that out. But
Tengu's
not gonna see this.
But yeah.
So you do eat red meat.
But I don't like steak. I don't like
but you
pork.
eat chicken.
Sometimes it kind of grosses me out though.
So you do eat meat.
Kinda.
So when you
But
said
I don't eat it every day. I eat it like maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks.
which is actually like pretty normal.
That is pretty normal.
Oh, really? I feel like some people are like, I gotta have meat at every dinner.
Yeah. Meat. I gotta have meat at
I don't
every
know,
dinner.
Like I gotta have like a protein. You know what I mean?
I think the idea of complete meals is it was put on by that fucking pyramid food chart.
Yeah, that makes me want to kill myself.
What are other reasons that make you want to kill yourself?
Yeah.
The way that Dylan just
Yeah.
he just
Yeah. Let's call up the hotline. What's going on?
Why would I want to kill myself? Probably the fact that I feel like our world is like gonna collapse at any waking moment.
But don't you think they've been saying that for fucking ever?
I know that they've been saying it, but now that like genuinely seeing the last few years, like through the pandemic and like our infrastructure, I feel like we're fucked.
We are fucked for sure. But I mean,
I feel like we figure things out. Bad things happen. The Red Cross shows up. You know, there's a plan.
There is.
No, I don't mean like natural disasters. I mean like the United States is in debt, and it's like we're in debt to who? You know what I mean?
So,
it's like
so debt isn't really a problem. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I studied finance and econ. Don't worry about that.
okay, but what about the fact? What about this?
They use the debt as a way to put money and lobby other interests. It has nothing to do with like if America is going to be successful against China. And I think actually the fact that
Why
Russia
do you keep
just
bringing up China, huh? What do you got about? What do you got against China?
Yeah.
What do you got against China, Colton?
But they're doing great work. Is what's the thing is they're doing so well that everybody's afraid of them.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that it's kind of like it is hard to know what's going on over there because there's
do you
so
ever
much.
get worried that we're just gonna like get nuked one day?
Yeah,
I think about that all the time.
I hope so.
but I go. They're not
get
gonna
nuked-
nuke Austin.
Yeah, but if they do nuke us, and then like a lot of the country's kind of like all fucked up, it's like we probably won't have to get jobs. It'll be like restarting civilization if you do live.
I don't think so.
I think I said this on your podcast. Like we can all stop doing stand up. You know, it will be a great time.
Do
What
guys
would
not
you
like
start doing?
I
stand-up?
love doing stand up. But it would be kind of nice if we had to like go back to the woods, and it was like, yeah, that's not an option anymore.
You know what? I wouldn't mind.
No, you'd have to go to the woods because
having
the
an
cities would be getting nuked.
excuse. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having an excuse to just like live in a cottage by a river.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like not post to social media.
I feel like a lot of people do that early, and then they realize that that idea of retiring is put on you, so you like think you want to get away from everybody, but really you're too young and you have too much cool shit to do.
Oh, for sure.
So you need to still be out there stomping on stuff and
I was
like
picturing
living a
more
hard
of
life.
like, you know,
End of times.
like we're living on a farm. It's like we're working.
I am
Got a few
not
goats.
gonna do that.
Yeah, you are.
Homie's gonna commit suicide before that happens.
Do you guys think?
I'm gonna get so hard that there's gonna be like a man be like, hey, I thought you were gonna pay for everything, so like we
Yeah.
didn't. It was really what we agreed upon.
If the apocalypse like came and there was like zombies and shit, do you guys think you would survive? Like, what's your action plan?
I do think I'd survive. I actually think I'd become like a head of a tribe in the woods.
Why do you keep on saying the woods? You don't know any of the woods.
The woods.
I would figure it out. I can see myself like, so picture this. It's like me in the woods. I'm ripped. Okay?
No, wait. This is post surgery?
No, actually, just like crazy enough, it just all worked out once the woods happened because I couldn't eat Doritos anymore, and then just
Yeah, you
working
couldn't have
all day
edibles.
long. Yeah, everything just
Yeah,
kind of worked
yeah,
out.
yeah.
I was like, whoa, I just got like ripped, and so
So you
and then I
become-
have like, and then I'm kind of like making the decisions for everybody.
I
You
would
think you have
hate-
that
kinda like-
influence
no,
on
honestly-
people?
Kinda
I
like a
can see
king,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
Dylan-
A king, not a
Dylan,
leader. A king.
I will tell you.
Not a leader.
No, a dictator. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Okay, that actually makes sense. You could be a king.
I feel like he
but
could do well at that.
No, he would be the worst fucking leader. Who goes, yeah. The thing about your problem is like no one really cares.
That is
he goes,
true.
Water
That is
rights.
true.
Yeah, more like woods.
Water right?
We don't. We
More
don't.
like wood right.
I really
We
think
don't
that-
live in the water, so stop talking about it. We live in the woods. I'd love your ideas. I'd want to
Colton,
see you
you'd
on the
be, like, walking around the
council.
woods being like, this sucks. You know, like,
Yeah, I'm saying that now.
yeah.
I don't go to the woods. I'm not going camping. I'll go on an RV.
Zombies also. Are you afraid of zombies? I'm not afraid of zombies.
I'm not afraid because I don't think that it would actually happen. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they would come to be. You know what I mean? Like,
Also, I just
COVID.
don't understand every movie. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, the zombies are here. It's like they're walking so slow.
except for in
World War Z.
Yeah, that one. And then, have you guys seen The Last of Us?
Yeah.
I guess they're not really zombies. They're
They're
like, or
mushroom
they kind
people
of are.
or
Yeah, they're
something.
mushroom people.
Yeah. Well, what do you have a plan?
I think I'd probably off myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not to be
But
like
with
morbid.
what? With what?
A gun? I don't
You
know.
have a gun?
No, I don't.
So you have to find a gun. And be like, hey, can I just use your
Hey,
gun?
real quick, but like
I know I campaigned
like,
against you
if
to
it's-
have gun rights,
if it's
but
in if it's in like
I was wrong.
I voted so we could take away your guns, but hey, can I use it real quick? Like, I feel like if it's the end of times and you know that your survival is based on like moving camping sites and taking a backpack with you and full on like protecting yourself against people in the woods, like I'd be like, I'm not up for that.
I would do
You know
it
what
the
I
way
mean?
that it was happened in Harry Potter, though.
How did it happen in Harry Potter?
Remember when they were walking around, they had that necklace, and they just like kept on going from place to
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
But
yeah.
every time they were like, "Oh, I got a new tent," and it's like a whole building.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Oh, I haven't seen all the Harry Potter movies, so
I don't understand why.
I
How
just-
do you?
Actually,
I
I
don't
think that's
know.
cool.
but I
Do you like
haven't seen them.
magic?
Yeah.
Do you like magic?
I do.
Oh, do you, and are you a witch? Because Dylan thinks he's a witch.
Do I look like I'm a
Well,
witch?
it's not,
If you told me, well, I actually practice Santeria.
oh, I love
Santeria?
this ring though.
What?
Your eye ring.
My eye ring? Oh yeah, to ward off evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a part of. Here's a really fun fact about me. Here's a really fun fact about me. No, I'm gonna tell you this. When I was in Florida, I was a part of a coven for 3 months, and I would drive down to this place in Bunnell, and which is like in the middle of the woods, and it was run by
Mount Benel?
No.
Okay.
It was run by this guy and his husband, and they were yes, and they were
No, I'm saying I don't like gay witches.
they were witches.
Colton, you
and
do a
and we
podcast
literally
with
and we
one.
literally
Yeah, and I would never be in
it
your
was
coven.
it was so serious that like
Too powerful,
we
I
had
don't
to
need
do
to cover.
homework. I'm just gonna keep talking.
No,
And there was
I told you that we interrupt a lot, didn't I?
yes.
No, we want to hear your story. Oh, I'm too powerful.
I'm too powerful. I don't need a
I'm too
coven.
powerful. I don't need a whole coven.
And they would make us, they'd make us do homework
I
and
don't do it by
read like
myself.
there was a book we had to read called Natural Magic, and then we had to read it's called the Big Book of Magic, and it dates back to like the 1600s in London, and we had like copies of it, and it was a real thing. I had to wear a flower crown, I had to wear a green robe with nothing under it, I wasn't allowed to wear undergarments, I had
Okay.
to wear a god necklace thing.
Yeah.
And it was like we circled, we had to bring offerings. It was a whole fucking thing.
Why'd you
What
leave?
kind of offerings?
Food, not like weird shit.
Yeah, can you just bring like a couple sandwiches and
No, literally, it was like you had to bake like bread for the goddess of whatever, and then there was Hecate, and then there was Hecate.
Did you have
and
a
then,
job at this point?
Yes. It was on Saturday
you have
nights.
A full-time
It was on
job.
Saturday nights, and it was me and a bunch of 40-year-old women and these 2 gay guys.
Oh, that sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
actually, you know, I do like that there is definitely, because sometimes you join a cult and you're like, oh, this guy's just trying to fuck us.
No, it
we're
wasn't
trying
a
to fuck
cult.
each
It was
other.
a very like fun experience, and then it got to the point where like I just felt like I did it because I wanted to be spiritual and I wanted to feel like if I connected to it, and then I kind of realized I was like, I don't know if I actually believe what I'm doing. It felt
Right.
like more I was just going and like having fun.
Yeah.
But everyone else was taking it very seriously and was
Right.
like, yesterday I made my potion and I did my spell and I made moon water.
You were basically going to book club, not reading the book.
Yeah.
Love
I
that.
was
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I mean,
cosplaying.
honey, you were
Yeah,
there for
yeah,
the
yeah.
wine,
I
the
love
cheese, and the
LARPing.
chatting.
I
I
love
love
dressing
LARPing,
up.
yeah.
I love dressing up.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, honey, I'll wear the robe. Just like
I was
yeah,
into
no,
it.
no.
I still have all my crystals and stuff, but like it doesn't. I don't know. I
Yeah.
still have my tarot, like, but I don't know.
Do you do tarot?
No, I don't know how to do it.
I stopped reading tarot because I was doing it incorrectly and probably like genuinely like
I would love to relearn how to do
Do
it,
it.
but it's just
I was
a
going
lot.
off like my feelings.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Which I think that's what you're supposed to do, but I'd be like talking to friends and being like, you should break up with your boyfriend.
Yeah, I would
And they'd
would
be like, they take it seriously because I was like, no, you know, they'd be like start saying things that like, and they'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
like, hey, you're doing
I
your
did
boyfriend
it
after work out, and they'd be like, oh my god, and then it would like, yeah, whatever.
I did it to my god brother
Yeah.
when he came to visit me, and I was like, ooh, you owe me money, dude. Like, that was the whole tarot reading. I was like, oh, you owe someone money, and then I was like, oh, it's me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bad.
that's the thing about it's like I don't know what it is, but you owe me $40, and the only way to get out of it, and then they just start reading the shit that they're selling in the store.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
Yeah.
And I also don't want to put sunflower and honey in my bathtub. Fucking, I hate that.
Oh, that's
guy.
the other thing. They're always trying to like make you do shit. Like, I will say
They're
this, with
trying
all
to
the
do
spells, it's so much
Oh,
fucking work.
I did do that. I did do that a few times. I still do that sometimes.
Honey in your bathtub?
No, it's like putting certain things in. Like, sometimes I'll put a jar of water when it's a full moon outside onto the windowsill so it charges the
that. I
water,
love that.
and then I'll use the water to like water plants or something because it's charged with the essence of the moon.
And what does that mean to you?
It's just divine energy.
Is it?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like,
Because you
can-
know,
can I
but
say
we
this?
could just say, I just want real quick. We know that the moon doesn't have any charge because it's
Well-
actually a planet, and so you're just seeing the
But the
reflect.
moon
light.
affects the tides.
Yeah, no, that's just a gravitational pull, right?
Right. So we don't know what it's doing to the water in that jar. So what if
No,
it's
but
pulling the
they
water?
absolutely do.
But wait, can I say something?
Wait,
Colton,
what?
But at the same time, Colton's love. Colton, I love.
Yeah, when people go like, well, we can't say that we don't, but we do know. They do. We have the science to know that.
Doing this kind of stuff is just as crazy as like going to school and becoming a lawyer. It's like none of it's real. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
like, who cares? 'Cause
Being,
we're-
isn't it crazy that people go to study laws that were just made up?
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, guess what else is made up? Witchcraft. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we're having fun.
Well,
okay?
it's the same thing as like religion. It's like, oh, you drink
Yeah.
and you eat the body and blood of Christ,
Yeah,
and it's like
what
you're
I'm
just drinking wine and a wafer. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
except
what's the difference?
what I'm
between...
doing is
Oh
yield the
wait,
results.
I think those people are stupid.
well, then I might be stupid. I might be a stupid
No, wait,
bitch.
I am also stupid, but we can't just be compared with like, well, they do it.
I
It's
actually
like,
disagree.
yeah.
I think that like Christianity, all that stuff, it's not yielding them results. Witchcraft, I'm like, oh, I'm getting shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm personal
Well,
gaining.
I
mine.
believe less in like the religious aspect and more in like the spiritual meaning. Like if you put good energy out, good energy comes back to you.
Yeah.
But
Like,
don't you think that that's just logic? If you're nice to everybody,
Yeah.
the people are like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. I don't feel like it has to be tied to a pseudoscience. I think it's just like logic based. Like, hey, if you're nice to people, people will be nice to you.
But maybe not
Right.
everybody gets things logically. Maybe some of us need a little sparkle.
but I also do think
Okay, hey, I can buy that.
Why can't I like? It's like, yeah, I could just be like, okay, logically I know this, or I could be like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna go charge my
Yeah.
water with the moon. And grow my fucking plants.
Douche with
Okay,
it.
and like, and I still believe. Either way you believe, it's just a different way of
well,
believing.
also
You're
there
right. I
is-
guess functionally it's the exact
there
same way.
is evidence that like we are vibrational beings and that we can't see the energy we're putting out. So I think that if you're like having a positive attitude and being a good person and that's the energy around you, that's the energy you attract, but we
Mhm.
can't see it. You know what I mean? Because we only use however percentage of our brains. So it's like if we had full brain power.
No, for sure.
Look
I've
me
not
in
seen
the
that. No,
eye.
I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie. And here's the thing: is that
Oh
when
my
you
God.
you said there is evidence that we're vibrational beings, and that's where you lost me.
Really?
What evidence do you mean? And what does that even mean?
Have you ever heard of quantum physics?
Yeah.
There's like this you asked me what quantum physics was the
I
other
did
day.
the
And I
other day,
genuinely did
and
not
we
have an
don't-
answer.
I read
But
his-
here's the thing.
Colton's
though.
so anti-religion, it's like, could just get over it.
no, I'm over. In fact, when you said
But
that
what about
some people
spirituality?
I think it's a exactly what he just said. It's an understanding to get the same function.
Oh,
So yeah,
Okay.
sure, you don't need to know
It's also
why
fun, kind of
you're
walking
nice to
around being
people.
like, I can physically, I can
This is-
change my reality
Mhm.
by my behavior and
and yeah, and
and
I think that's
attitude.
true. I think it's the same. Oh, I lost it.
well,
hey Colton, can I just tell you this to kind of wrap up the podcast?
Yeah,
You're wrong.
and it doesn't matter if
And it
I'm wrong or
doesn't matter.
not because
It-
we're just gonna keep on going, and it's like yeah, okay, this is what I was gonna say. Some people need to know that they're gonna go to hell, so they should be nice. You know,
Yeah.
like they need to be like
Oh, I
they
see.
need
Yeah,
this
yeah,
story
yeah.
about like one time there was a guy with 2 legs and another guy helped him, so maybe you should help him. And like, oh, okay. Like I just think that compassion, you just blanketly do that, and then you'll be pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
We have one question to kind of end the podcast.
Yeah.
Which is, if you were a
Gay
man,
man,
would you rather have sex with me or Colton?
Dylan.
Thank you.
Why?
Because I told you.
Because you got offended?
Wait, no, wait.
No, I actually have a reason.
No, that's not true. The last 5 have picked Dylan.
Really?
Is that true?
It is true because then you always go, and the only one who's ever picked me is Sam Talent.
I have to stop saying that.
He did say that to me. But
yeah.
The reason I picked Dylan is because
you want a titty fucking.
I have a thing for like dark hair.
Uh-huh.
And that's
is
like
it racism?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, I get that.
Well, you can have like green eye. Yeah,
like
dark
eyes.
hair, light eyes.
Mm-hmm,
I got a thing for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like an Italian man.
Yeah.
Well, our favorite. Do you have a favorite race of man?
Of man?
Yeah, we were talking that we think it might be Israeli men.
I don't know. I haven't really, to be honest, I've just been with a lot of white dudes, which is really sad.
That is really sad.
Really sad.
Yeah.
No.
I do think Hispanic men are very beautiful, but they cheat and they lie and they suck.
Clip it. Clip it. We didn't say it. She did.
Wait. And some of them are good people. Some of them are good people.
Some of them are good people.
But they're coming over here, cheating, lying. Cheating on me. Say, hey, we're in a relationship. I said it. I said we were exclusive, but they cheated.
Mar-a-Lago. That's been the podcast, bad boys.
Thank you so much for listening. Check her out.
Morgan Gallo. That's it.
Gallo, like the Irish city?
The what?
Like Gallo girl?
Maybe.
Okay, bye.
Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out horse.
No.